this. That should work. Hello. Can you hear me? Should be working now. Sorry guys, it's all gone wrong tonight. You can hear me now though. Hi Rob. It's coming back. It's coming back. Should be working anyway. There it is. Can you hear me? Good. Right, I can turn myself off of my ears, so yeah, sorry about that. It's all gone wrong. I was waiting, getting it already. Tim made a good point of your stream key. I updated my OBS. Everything else was the same. We did a couple of tweaks on it. And I've not done a scheduled live before, so that's a tricky thing. It's turning out to, well, keeps me interested in what I need to be doing. There's quite a few of you on here. I'm going to scroll through on my phone. They're all popping through. Got 55 of you in the chat, so it's good to see you all. Got Super God, Dale Rudrum, Eric C, Hythe Kent, Pete Clark, Cliff Briggs, Paul Bottrell, Starkiller, Darth Severus, Evan Terry, Michael Beckham, Stu Little, Heath Kent, Barnabas Junction, hello. Shadow Architect, Steaming Wales, hello, howdy. Island Scenics, hey Tim, J94, Pete Clark, then we have Ed Sutherland, Rob Arnold, and then we got Lee from Anfield Road, Layout in the Loft. Ed Sutherland, if I haven't already said your name already. Have I missed anyone? Matthew Hobbs, hello. So yeah, I'm in the right chat at the moment, so we're doing all good. Naive Gage, howdy, how are you doing? Rob Arnold, obviously I've said hi already. I don't want to miss anyone. Mad on the Steam Hours, hello. Who else have we got? Got me, Paul Bottrell, hello. Pete Clark, I think I've said hi. And I think we are good. Benton Road, hello. How are you doing, Jack? Simo D, hello. Conan Wakes, I may have said you already. Mark Littlejohn, and then Donegal Dad, howdy. Simon D, I think I've said you already. And I think we're good. Nelson Chesterfield Q. Who else? There's a lot of chat on here already. Right, so it is good to see you all. I hope you're doing well and you're ready for a wonderful Saturday night. You got Tim coming on at 8:30, so if you wish to switch over, just go see Tim. He's doing some wicked work with N-gauge bits. Tonight, I'm going to build, you can't see on that screen yet, this Great Western Railway Metcalfe kit. I decided to do it after building the last kit that we saw on the live stream that we did. I keep looking at my screen. Let's look at the camera. Look at us. This is my little room that I do kind of my bits of work in. It's kind of cozy in here as well, doing my work. So yeah, you got 4 shout outs, Pete. Maybe you're here 4 times, who knows. Smallwood Junction, howdy, how are you doing? Oh, okay. I've got the other stream on the chat screen. Oh, I've got the old I see, I need to update this chat. Pop out chat. I'm going to update the chat, everyone. It looks like I've got the wrong chat up. I'm going to restore that one. Let's get it going. We'll pick that one. We'll update all these wonderful things. I'm just a complete pro, aren't I, at all this? This should be an up-to-date one. There we go. And then what we'll do is for my other one as well, transition that. We'll get a bit closer. We're going to update this one as well, which is that one. I've been rubbish today, everyone. Do apologise. Right, we should be all up to date. So yeah, anyway, it's good to see you all here. Thanks for coming to join. Andy Hudson. Hello, Andy Hudson. How are you doing? Yeah, so we're going to build this up. I'm going to try and do it swiftly. Sometimes these things take a while. I'm going to use our beloved glue pot with a bit of glue, a stick, and we're going to stick it together, and hopefully we'll learn something during the process. Anyway, yeah, what have I been up to today? I'll show you. It'll be a sneak peek to a future video. So I've been in the Greenwood laser kit that I built. It was kind of cool. Wooden kit I've been painting up today. Painting wooden bricks is difficult. It's got like a little steel girder bridgey bit that goes on it, but you'll see on my Instagram page if you're not already on it, doing it, and it came out quite nicely. What I learnt with those, because the grooves are quite deep in the wood for the bricks, I have that difficulty. What I do is I've got it on the wrong screen anyway. I've got it on the small screen, so you can see here they've got deep grooves, but you can't see it on here. It kind of gets away with it quite a lot. But as you're kind of trying to put what is the mortar in between the bricks, you have a lot of trouble because it goes in really deep and you don't see it once you then paint in the the red brick. And so I try to lacquer it to begin with, like varnish it. So I've got some Halford's lacquer, spray that first, then I primed it, and that's made it easier. But I tried doing the world of paint it red, then do the mortar. I've even got a sample piece where I tried it, where I painted it in mortar and tried to dry brush it, but it came out too bright with the red, and I just thought, oh, it's not right. Anyway, this came out quite nicely in the end, really happy with it. So that's that. What we do is, before we do any building, we'll just come back to me. I thought we were on me for a minute. I get all confused with what's going on, but that's all that. Getting a few more comments popping up here. So, can I make the chat transparent? I have no idea how to make the chat transparent. If you could teach me how to, I'd be very happy to do that. I see some people have it so it's on the screen, and then you can have the screen bigger. Maybe that's something that I learn for one day. But yeah, hello Robert Cecil. Yeah, so I've got the right chat on now, so I'm winning. So what else are we saying? Thanks J94, that's cool. Alan Barker, howdy. You can use tile and grout mix from Pound Shop for the grout. Okay, I go and squeeze that all in there. It's a wooden thing though, so it's not quite like with the plastic ones where you could probably do that, but something I could try on a test piece. So shall we build this on up? It's a few minutes into it and you're probably waiting for me to do it. Mortat. Anyway, David Cook, howdy, how are you doing? So we'll come back to the main screen, which has the wonderfulness of building this up. So I had a little look inside already, and it looks like it's a reasonably quick build, but famous last words, but you've got a lot of the sides are all like one piece by the look of it. I've got to cut out my windows to begin with, stick them onto the kind of inserts that go on the inside, so we'll have to do that nice and early. So I'll start with that, but later on it's sticking like this shroud bits on the outside, tucking the inside windows that we've already done, so should be reasonably quick anyway. So we can try, can't we? It's just some CSS code you add to the chat area. Okay, I'm not really sure what CSS code is, but maybe I'll do some research on that. Hello Dinmore, how are we doing? Gordon McIlroy, you rub it on and then you let it dry off and then rub it off. Okay, so like the excess comes off. That's cool. All right, that's all of that. I'll put that over here. We've got the main gubbins here, and so I'm just going to go through the process of getting everything out. We've got our windows, which is all great. We've got the ridge tiles, had them last time. Got these cool little bits. I guess we can tear them out from what I've been told, but there's always a little bit left that you need to score by the look of it, but we can go down that route in a bit when we need it. I was impressed with these, like since doing my little house part, it came out so nicely. What I do is I'll put some bits out the way and we just start trimming. We just go from there. I get the roof out. I wanted to tell you guys about something that I bought off eBay. Well, I bought two of them in the end. I was really pleased. I got some of the 1960s Triang Hornby smoke locos, and they're both in very good condition. I've won, well, I think I did a buy it now in the end. I tried to win some but they actually weren't in as good condition. So really pleased to get them. So they will be featured on probably my next video. Right, so that's one of the roof parts. Put that over here. Got a little tag sticking out here, just clean that off. So you can't just pull them off. I'm missing all the fun here. Okay, looks easy until you start it. You make it look easy, Tim. Barnabas Bunches. If anyone wants the CSS code to make the chat transparent, get in touch and I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy and takes 5 seconds to sort. I need to write down CSS code on a bit of paper. It's cool. Thanks, Barnabas. We'll look it all out. So anyway, we got our inner window frame here. We've got the little tabs here. Let me just snip them off. I need a sharper blade. Maybe I swap my blade over. It's pretty blunt. Be careful with sharp things, kids. Hey, Evan. You can add a smoker to many normal Legos. I've seen people that have had them running like that. Hey, what, Ollie? Yeah, it's kind of cool when you see it going, but it's that case of starting in slowly. But I thought I'll get some classics because I like the old Locos. Right, that's on there. So it's, I don't know, it'd be nice. And then, yeah, the Sooth bits that go on the top, and even on the DCC Locos, they have it so you can have one of the functions, I guess, being the smoke. But it's something I've not played with before, and on some of the Locos there's not a lot of room, so it's interesting. I wonder if anyone's got any videos on YouTube of actually fitting one. Don't know if you guys know anything that's out there, how to fit the steam generators. Word of caution, the smoke generator of the old Triangle smoke Locos can get a little hot and melty if you run them for too long in one sitting. Alright, thanks Alan. I'll be careful on my first go. I've got two. I've got the Great Western Pannier and I've got the Ginty version of it. And they're both about 50 quid each. But I just thought, I'm doing it. I want one. Okay. It's all the small things, especially whilst being stuck at home on my own. It's like, I need toys like that to amuse me. Be delightful. Has anyone else got anything here fun? Tristan, am I able to share my new Wardle Road Discord? What happens if you share it? Do I get money? You can do Ollie. It's alright, I'm joking. Yeah. Seem to remember my 12-volt supply works for it. Okay. Right. I have got a Ginty actually. Got one up here. I got my it's a bit dusty. I got my, what did I get? It was the what's her name? Nelly. I got this little one, and free came with it this one, and it worked alright. It just doesn't look very nice. So I was like, oh, I can paint that or something. But it ran around the track okay, even with the skanky wheels, so yeah, it's all good fun. Ah, Ginty, I do love Ginties. So yeah. When you type in like Triang on eBay, you find so many Ginties coming up. Okay, right. I wonder how many Ginties were ever made. I said it's alright, Ollie. You can share it. Actually, are you one of my moderators, Ollie? I'll make you a moderator, Ollie, and you can add it on. There you go. You're a moderator. I don't need to feel sad. It's alright. You're good now, Ollie. You can share your Discord. Right, now I need to cut out all my windows. So we've got our windows here on my dirty mat. I got bored in lockdown on my own and ended up buying the new Hornby W1 Hush Hush. Nice. You might have to wait a little while though before you get it, and I take it. Wow. Mine was bigger than I thought. Oh well, we can finish it another day if we don't get it done. So we've got these bits, so we'll cut them out. Might want to do these with scissors actually. I think I remember talking about it last time. David Cook. I'm very interested in the smoke units for DC. Anyone got any recommendations? Yeah guys, does anyone know anything about the smoke units? Any experience? Let's chop these out. The joys of it all. Wardle. Thanks, Triss. I've had the confidence. Yeah. I'm glad you have. It's a frustrating, enjoyable journey, 3D printing. When it gets good, it's great, and sometimes it doesn't print very well, and it's horrid, absolutely horrid. And you've just spent 6 hours waiting for something to print. Then you can press pause, and it pops up and lets you know that it's printed. So, or if it's printing, so to speak. I've got a question about 3D printing on the other bit. I think I missed one. I'm sorry for missing your questions. If I missed stuff, guys, just rewrite it down. Hey, Anthony. Dale Durham, do you prefer scratch building or 3D printing? For me, 3D printing's nice because I can draw on CAD what I want and I can make it perfect. And I don't need any materials apart from either some filament for my FDM printer or some resin, and so then I can hit print and I can carry on doing something else. So for me, obviously scratch building must be nice, you know, building something again which is from my picture or something you like, it's cool, but once I've printed something I can then just paint it, put it on the railway and get on with something else whilst I'm doing it. Don't have a lot of spare time with work and things like that, so when I do get a moment, like on my lunch break at work, I'll start drawing up a hut or, you know, a building of some kind, and that's good because it means that when I get home I'll print it out or whatever and it's fine. So yeah, a lot of time you get home, and especially when we're doing editing all the time and trying to make videos as well as do normal life things like washing your clothes and washing up the dishes and feeding yourself. Yeah, 3D printing comes in handy. Yeah, it will be absolutely fine. When you hit print on the screen, Ollie, it will go up about, I don't know, 40mm, enough that you can see if something's on there printing. And then it continues, goes back down to where it was, and it continues. I haven't had any issues while I was doing it. There are a lot of windows, but it is a signal box, so there should be quite a few windows. So we've got a bunch of them. Got one of these, it's a lower frame window thingy. I don't know what that's for. On the picture now I can see. Then we've got this wonderful piece here. Is there anything on here that I need? I think so. We've got a lower door thing. We've got this thingy-majiggy. Like, which ones do I actually need? That one looks like one. Rear window frame and wall joiner. So we've got a cut here. So we've got a tab there, and then we run the blade across here. Actually cuts it this time as well. Pop the window out. Got one of them. I always get a bit nervous before doing these live streams. I don't do that many anymore. Like it might all go wrong at the beginning, like this time. Yeah, because that was a wonderful start. Tim was there to save the day though. Check the key. Oh, okay, I'm doing it. Yeah, so thanks Tim. You're my hero. I also ordered the 94XX with sound in Great Western Green. Turns out the one with sound in Great Western Green is like the only one that hasn't come out yet out of those ones, which is great because I really wanted to play with it this weekend. I just thought, let's make it easy. Let's have it with the sound. But it was not for me. Right, we're getting there bit by bit. I need to make a count up of how many I needed. So I know I've got them. Ooh, sliced into that one. We have artistic license coming into play there. Very good there. Pop the windows out. There we are. Right, so we have, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 3 more. 3 more. Come on. There's one there. We'll get that one out. I'm missing bits in the chat. I do apologise. I just thought you want to see one of these getting built. Well, we best get on with it. So there's one more. So what else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you've got 7. Is it on another piece? Maybe it's right in front of me, I just can't see it. Got the door. Oh, maybe it's on the door. Oh, I see, these are, is it 2 separate pieces? Just trying to work it out. I know it's not down to my impression of what I need to do. I'm being dumb. Hey Turbulence Music, how are you doing? Everyone check out Wardle's Discord. Wow. Right. Just looking, so that one's got a door in it, so I guess I separate these two. It's like an intelligence test, which I'm failing. So that's all part of the door bits. So then we've got a door here. Right. I see in the picture they got the door frame lower, but that's not for the glazing. Right. That's why I've got confused. So they've referenced these bits. Right, let's slice them off. Is that out of shot? No, we're doing alright, aren't we? Lower door frame. Right. Right, you can pop that there. I think we're doing alright, if I'm honest. We've got everything I think we need. If not, we'll get there, won't we? What's everyone else saying here? Who has some Railway news? I have a 3W1 variants from Hornby on order. That will add up to a few bob, I'm guessing. Right, I'm just going to stick these on to the inside edges, was it? I think that's what it was before. Okay. I have to do it on the white bits behind. To remind myself. Place tiny spots of glue on the grey areas around the white window frames. I always forget, I always think, is it behind here that we do it? Or is it right in front? Do we do it on top of the writing? Because that then goes on it, I guess, like that. So yeah, so it's got the stuff behind it. Right. We'll just scrunch out some glue. I still haven't got myself a little pipette to help spread the glue, but we'll be alright. So put some glue in the right places. Well, hopefully in the right places. I don't really think much of the card kits before in regards to thinking how they looked, but the more I've looked at them, and obviously the one that I built on the last stream, it was, I don't know, really, really fun. And they looked, to be honest, really great. There's a lot of depth to them. And that's why I got this one. I thought, why not? Right, let's pop that out of the way. That can dry there. Then we've got the inner window frame. Right, just glue them on. And embargo. Good work, Turbulence Music. I've got the BR Green W1 and the Thompson A2-2, well, /2 on pre-order. Probably get them in 2023 though. What's behind Mr. Andy Hudson? Right, there we go. Drop that on here. I'm using a bit of Gorilla Glue for this one. It's always lots of fun. Tris, ever thought about 3D printing your own kit based on the card kits? Yeah, I guess you could, couldn't you? Like, kind of like copying it, do you mean, or? I feel like I might be doing these wrong, but I look at it and I always think, am I sticking this on the right side of it all? Or does it need to be on the other side of it like this? Yeah, I think it needs to be this way around, doesn't it? I think I'm doing it wrong. I never quite know with this. Right, I'm going for it again. Because I get a bit confused which way round it's going to be once it's on the model. So I think it needs to go this way, which makes more sense. Right, so I'll put that here to dry. It's part of me failing myself already. Let's pop that there we are. I also have a BR Blue Merchant Navy on pre-order, but now I can't see it on Hornby's website. Okay. But Hornby's website's been busy, isn't it? People watching and looking at what they can buy. I was a bit sad that they didn't do a Merchant Navy in the nice, I can't remember the name of the green, but they did that bright green colour in the Southern livery. It's just gorgeous, but they've got it in the 00 series of bits, but I would like it in their other one, their kind of a main range. It'd be really nice. Empton Station, hello. Have you thought of doing 3D scanning or creating parts for real buildings? 3D scanning is cool because I love the idea of having me. I could record me. But I guess getting a little 3D scanner could be all doable. That's a window frame for the porch. I guess we cut out this one. That's quite big. Yeah, that's about the right size. Yeah, so 3D scanning like people and stuff like Model U do, that's really cool because I can print. I just need to scan, and there's stuff out there that's like more and more readily available. You could have your own cat or a dog if they stayed still long enough. That'd be cool. Right, got the window in place. Hopefully I improve on this window fitting next time I do one of these. I've been asked a few times about doing a live stream for my loft. And I was tempted to do it for tonight, but I really wanted to build this. I've been asked by, I think, Cameron S. keeps asking me, and a couple other people have been mentioning it. And it would be cool. I'd have to chat to you all night and you'd have to just watch me put my trains go around. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, I figured it out in the end, didn't I? It's so demotivating when you see your own model was worse than everyone else's. What do you mean? Right, let's pop that on here. James Hardy, hello. Yes, Henry's still working and I used him the other day. I've noticed that I've been getting a lot of views on my, let's call it my Thomas the Tank Engine episode with my Henry going around. And I don't know, it's nice because I like all the Thomas the Tank Engine stories. I've got some little books. Where are they? Like, I've got 3 lists of railway engines that I've got here. And because I've got my microphone, I've enjoyed having a little read sometimes. But like the stories are really good. Just like the relationships that you get to reread from when you get like Ringo Starr reading them and then you get to read it. But you've got like fantastic drawings of the locos and some things that are different to the railway series when you go through it. And it's just cool. I'm not going to read to you on here because you'll go getting upset with me reading Thomas the Tank Engine stories. But there are some really good. Like, I will say one bit. It's like, "You watch me this afternoon, little Edward," he boasted, "as I rush through with the express. That will be a splendid sight for you." And like, and when you're reading it, it reminds you every time you watched it when you're little. And Gordon going poop, poop, poop. It's just fantastic. So yeah, it's all good fun. Anyway, I'm not going to read any more to you, but it's nice to have a little read. So yeah, no, I'd like to do a little bit more on the my Henry and maybe get another little loco. I'd like to get Edward sometime. He's one of my favourites. I've seen a load of people that I follow on Instagram that recreate the engines for like 00 gauge, but they have all the different faces. That's really cool. Like really, really cool. I like that kind of thing. Obviously, there's all that passion behind it. Quite a load of people. Or Evan saying hit the like. Well, you can hit the like if you like, guys. Got 78 of you in here, which is cool. Hopefully keep you interested. So would any of you like to see me when my loco's upstairs sometime? I'm happy to go in the loft and set it up. I don't know how interested you'd find it, but interesting, sorry, you'd find it, or how interested you'd be in it. But it'll be, I don't know, be a giggle. We can see how long it lasts for. I could tell you what locos we've got and we could get them going around. Right, we're getting there with the windows slowly. I could do it if you like, Rob, but I don't know. Yeah, I could do it sometime. That is the one when Gordon turns up with the goods. James, yeah, the model series is excellent. It's the bit. Let's find it. Well, the one bit I like is obviously Gordon can't push the goods up the hill, right? So that's pretty cool. So it's big badass kind of like Gordon, kind of like, oh, I can't do it, kind of thing. It's not going to happen. And obviously Edward, he wants to help push him up the hill. And he's like, we've come to push. No use at all, said Gordon. You wait and see, said Edward's driver. And it's like, peep, peep, I'm ready. Poop, poop, no good, grumbled Gordon. But it's just when they talk about with Reverend Audrey, talking about when he used to hear the engines talking to each other with the chuff, 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 with the I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, puff Gordon. But then you got Edward going, I will do it, I will do it. But you can translate that to the huffing and puffing. It's just awesome. I don't know, as I get older and you look back at some of them and have a little read of the stories kind of for your own bit of fun and amusement, there's more and more meaning to these stories. We meet people in our lives that are similar in their ways of, well, it can't be done, it's impossible. And then obviously sometimes we can be the ones that are saying, oh, it can be done. And then you just have a go, a bit of hard work, determination, different way of thinking. So there's a lot of moral behind some of those stories that kind of still work in our adult lives. But as kids, we get taught things where we're just enjoying a story. But there is brilliant. Right, all the windows are in place, everyone. Crazy, right? And you had some, just ordered the new Bachman Thomas. Looking forward to getting that. Yeah, my nephew has all of them. If you watch my episode, is it 6? That was just before Christmas. You'll see his layout, and I tried to make it nice for him because it's more of a Christmas present for him. I wanted to record it, and we had some really good fun doing it. So check out, I think it's episode 6, My Nephew's Railway. You'll see Thomas on the front. Hello, Simon Reeves. What would be great? Running the trains upstairs. Anthony, after Matt Clark, maybe I start a Thomas the Tank Engine parody. Or would that reopen the War of 1812? Okay, I don't know. Yes, so Leamington Station live running is always good. Well, maybe we can do that. Maybe even story time, who knows? Mad on steam railways. I'm always interested in seeing trains running. I'm sorry to say, I've got to get ready for the night now. Don't you go for it. Good night. Right, next step. Let's get it all together now. It looks like it will become something very quickly. So we've got... Oh, I get some options here. Right, I need a consensus. We've got stone finish here, all right, or we've got brick finish. Brick finish looks cool. It's got like the purpley bits there. Stone finish looks really nice because I've seen some of the other stone-ish looking kits. What would you guys pick? I want to see the first 5 of people picking one of the brick or stone finish, and I'll build whichever one you think. I'm looking at the comments. So we got stone looking very swish here, and then brick underneath. I think stone's kind of got my kind of thoughts on it a bit more, but brick still looks nice. Right. I'm going to wait for things to pop through. Is no one going to vote on it? Steam or stone? Not steam or stone, brick or stone. Red brick. I've got brick, stone, stone, stone. It's slower on my thing here. Right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it looks like stone is the winner here. So we'll go for stone. Thanks for helping, guys. Actually, I look at the live chat on here, and it's a lot slower than actually what is coming up on my phone. That's interesting. Because I was thinking, oh, it's taking ages. Right, so we'll chop all this off. Cut the full length. Oi. There we go, getting there. Got like 2 kits in one with this, haven't you? If you had more bits, you could have 2 of these, couldn't you? Right, it's coming out here. Butt end walls together. That's nice and clear there, sir. All clear, Mr. Mandarin. Right, gonna cut / score. There we go. Up we go there. There we are. There's our stone one coming out there. We'll just release the chimney at the same time. Oh, we've got a tab. We've got to cut that out. We don't want it to fall off. Alright, Barry Turner. I read the Thomas stories to my sons, and now 30 years on, via FaceTime, reading them to my grandsons. We've got quite a few bricks coming as well, but I appreciate the support for either one. I'll just cut these out whilst I'm here. But we've gone for stone. I appreciate the poll. It's nice to have some people helping with this decision making. For some reason, the chat in the browser is like 2 seconds delay on the app. It's strange. Oh, it feels like it's a minute on the studio with it coming through. Let's cut this one out as well. So I'm like, is it working? Is it working? Oh, it's working. Right. I think that's everything I need from there. I've got like a whole building just there. that I'm never going to use. Right. We'll pop these little windows out. Got these wonderful pieces of rectangular card. Ed Sutherland, my wife loved the Matt Clark story. Only shown her first one so far. Matt Clark story? What's the Matt Clark story? I don't know what that is. Naive Gauge. Can't wait to get to the stage where I'm building buildings and saying, build them now, you'll be fine. It's not going to hurt anyone. I'm not at the point that I can do buildings, but I can put something on my railway and go, oh, looks kind of like a railway. Well, we can think that. I don't think it'll ever be complete. The more I do it, the more I want to change everything. Right, we have all this gubbins-ness. It's looking good. We've got a rear wall thing. So we've got to start with sticking one of the bits on here. That looks like this one. So that's going to stick on there. And it's going to look ace. Right, obviously it's going to be a bit straighter than this. So I'll just do some blobs. Do you think that's enough? It's not like it's got to withstand actual stresses of life. Right, then we'll just drop that on there. Give it a push. Flip it over. Make sure looks right. That's okay, right? Okay. J94, I've had a couple of people contact me about the rude humour. They will go nuts with episode 4. Okay. Daryl Redrum. Whereabout is it going on your layout? Okay, so I've got where my station will be. It'll be just after there, basically, before it goes over the bridge. I've got my girder bridge that I was building. So that's my girder bridge, just squeezing in there. I think it's a girder bridge. I don't know. There's all these names. I don't know what they mean. Michael Scarabana. Cuz. Hi. Hello, Flymo Chairman. Naive Gauge again. Obviously, they would get trashed before they have some. That's okay. Find a special box to put them in. It's going to be all right. Right. Now I've stuck them on, I need to, next window, fit the WF2 standout on flat surface when fitting. So that's this one. So that sticks on there. So I've got to stand it out. So then I guess it's nice and square cover now. Going a bit landing. So if I stick that there, let's have a little look. Got a little hair in that one as well. Let's hook the hair out. Like a bit of fluffiness going on. I can cut it off afterwards. But I'm going to basically hold it like this, I guess, when sticking it down. Now make sure it's a square. Right, that's good. So it talks about that. It talks about this. It talks about this. So should we do some of that? Sounds exciting, right? Let's stick it on. Hello, New Junction. How are you doing? I am well, thank you. I hope you're keeping well. I'm missing you doing videos, Mr. Richard. I know it's pressure and you're like, oh, but I'm busy with work and I've done all these videos already. But we love your videos too for New Junction. So I hope no pressure, but just warm lovingness of attention from us. We love your videos. You're one of the reasons why we do this hobby. Right. So that's that. Flymo. Oh, hi again. Anyone new apart from Richard? Have you been playing trains today, Richard, in the garden? Is it been horrid weather? You are. I'm around the Midlands, so it's horrible as well. Barry Turner, do you keep all the cut-offs? I use them for supports and inner corners. I guess I can keep them for something, but yeah, it's a nice sturdy card, isn't it? It's like premium card. Anyway, I've pushed that into the corner. That's glued on, so that's all good. And it says, fold the grey tab underneath the door and glue. Right, so I guess we're putting this one in. So that's my tab. Okay. Was I meant to glue a door on at some point? Fit the door. Okay, I need to do that first, and then I'm doing that one. Okay. You can't even see what I'm pointing at exactly. I can if I bring it over here. So we're going to fit the door. And which door is that? We've got a door. Right here. That's that one. Lower door. We're going to put some dabs of glue. .009. How big's the layout, Richard? Have you gone for like a miniature 009 layout, or have you gone for something that's of a grander scale, travelling through mountains and various things? Stick this in place. Oh, I think I was meant to stick this on. Haha! Stick it onto this one first. Right, I'm failing you all there. Right, there's the door frame. And then we stick this bit. Got some fluff in there. Right, stick that one on here. I'm not concentrating, you see here. Richard started chatting about 009 and got my juices going. Juices going. Right. 8 foot by 1 foot. That's a good size there, Richard. That's a good size. Fold the score line and glue to the underside. Oh, okay. So we stick that round. Okay. So I put some glue on here and we flip it over. You stick it down there. So it must raise up the whole area. Then make sure it is pushed into the recessed bit over the door so that the rear edge is level with the wall top. Inside the building, sitting on top of the lower bit. So I just put a couple of dabs of glue on, I guess, in a couple of corners. Trying to go crazy with it. Well, it's nice to have you all on here. There's 84 of you, which is kind of cool. No? What song? Mini Wins. I always struggle. Wistaston Junction. Hello, Rachel. Hope you're doing alright. It's nice to see you doing bits on your railway. Alright. Looking smart. That's good. It's good. I'm happy with that. I even have some little laser cut kit things that I can put bits on the inside, which will be good. Right. Who else? You got Jesper. How are you doing? Right. How many model trains do you guys have? I have 9. I don't know. I've got a few. I've never really counted them up. Probably around the 15 mark, maybe 20, possibly. Or varying degrees. Yeah, I must have maybe 25. Right, we've got this big window here now. I can stick this on. Because before I stuck it on the wrong side, as some of you kindly pointed out. Oh, Evan, the collection will grow, no doubt. Right, it's looking pretty smart. They've done such a good job with these kits. It's really impressive how nice they look. Oh, it's looking smart. Got some windows in there, everyone. Never let the trolls put you down, Anthony Dodge. That's right. My granddad always used to say, don't let the, I can't say the word, it sounds like stewards and a bar at the beginning, but never let them beat you down. Stick the side window on. There we go. We're winning. It's the only way. I've had this for ages. Got it from Osborne's in Rushden. And Osborne's apparently the first people to bring Lego into the country, which is cool. And apparently a number of years ago, don't know what year, the Lego put the whole shop fronted with Lego. That's kind of cool. Thanks, Simon. I am now. Right, so that's coming together. So you've got all those windows on there, and now we've got to put on the really cool timber frame. You get some timber. Here's the frame. That's epic. They've really thought about this, haven't they? Let's drop all this stuff out. So, do I need to score anything, or do I just peel it all out? I'm gonna trim that one. Some nice card that's been like soaked in some stuffs. Let's trim that out. There's that one there, so that'll free all that off. And I guess we do the same on this end. One thing that I was kind of reluctant on doing some of the, even in the Greenwood kits, because I thought, oh, it's not exactly like the real ones. I'm like, hang on a second. There's a lot of my railway that doesn't look like the real stuffs. And I just thought, I just need to have some fun, get some stuff on the layout, even if it's not exactly like you can see in real life. It's like, well, it's my railway. I need to have some fun. Start piecing bits on, having some joyous time with a bit of set track out, running loops, parking bits up, bit of shunting. Look at this. This is fantastic. Looks like actual wood. It's absolutely excellent. So that's that. So I'll grab just that one to begin with, and we'll stick it round. So that will go on here. So we'll lay this on its back. I'm going to bend these. Hopefully they don't fall off. So just line up the inner edges with the window frames. Front roll, and then just fold the right hand side. Just bend this back one round as well. It is really honestly a cool kit. You off, Evan? Who's going? This is a 00 gauge. My hands aren't really big, so hopefully it hasn't made it look like a large kit. Look at this. Honestly, that's really cool. So I'm going to put some glue on and hope it all kind of goes together. So I put some glue spots on. Pop, pop, pop. These are right for spots, right? Guess we can add a bit more later if we had to. What I do is I'll start with this side, and then I can add some to the other bits as I go. Otherwise I'm going to get glue everywhere, which is very likely to happen. I put some in these corners because I'm not going to be able to reach them. There we go. There we go. There we go. I keep saying that, don't I? Here we go. Right. Let's make this thing look really good. It's nice because you can line up with the roof to begin with. Focus. Uh-oh. There we are. That's really, honestly, really smart. Right, let's put some more on these areas. You can't really see, but I'm honestly putting some in these places. It's very quiet, isn't it? I wish I had some music playing. I had like a 2-hour long track I could have on, so you could enjoy that whilst I'm not saying anything. I just see little bits popping up on the chat next to me. Nice. Oh, let's tuck that in there. Right, what I might do, get a bit of tissue. Right, bit of spit. Right. I'm kind of out of date with what's being said in the chat at the moment. You've got another YouTube channel, Mr. Bendon Road. Right, just going to stick the back bit on. You only need a little bit of glue by the look of it. Just hold that down for a second. David Cook. Is Tim chatting on here as well? Tim? Oh. Multitasking. Or as Americans say, multitasking. Don't put music on, you'll get copyright strike. Oh, we could put a bit of Celine Dion or something, you know? Be alright. All coming back to me now. We could all have a sing-along, couldn't we? Yeah, guys, all you people watching, only 45 likes. Well, you don't have to like it. You might be watching it, but you don't like it, which, you know, I get it. I just wanted an excuse to build this. Right. The next bit I want to do is we've got the upper rear wall to pop that on. And that is this bit here. We have some windows. So we need to glue them in place. Right. That's there, so let's stick that in place. Put some, that's a bit too much there, isn't it? When I watch other people doing the streams, I'm quite happy watching, even if they're not chatting. But when I'm doing it, I feel conscious that I'm not chatting. I could just sit here and read the bits off there, but then I wouldn't have anything to show you. It's that balance, isn't it? Sussex Abandoned History. This is the other channel, Tris. It's about disused railways and abandoned stations. That's cool, Jack. Check it out, guys. Sussex Abandoned History. Anthony Dodge, model train outside. There's a copyright claim and copyright strike. Copyright strikes are very rare. I have a ton of copyright claims because my streams and such. I see. So if we all started singing a certain song, well, if I did, then I might get one because I just nailed it so well. Right, so next fit. So I've done this bit. So I've fitted that. Blah 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 blah. That's fine. This overhanging part, blah, blah, blah. I kind of half read it. Bend the two corners fully before fitting the porch window. Okay, right, they're fully bent. Now we'll give it a blob on top and bottom. It's a bit here. And a bit here. I always wonder if I read all the Thomas the Tank Engine books and released them all, would I get a copyright strike? Be Mattel suing me for my amazing narrations of the story. My YouTube song copyright claim was on my own music. Has been withdrawn. Oh, okay. Crazy. Now, check out the link that Jack's put on there. Benton Road. J84. Isn't there a limit on how many copyright claims until they beat you off, Anthony Dodge? No. That's why I don't work on camera. I have to be 100% focused on what I'm doing and not thinking about camera angles, talking to people. I like talking, which is a fun hobby of mine. I'll have a little look. You'll have to remind me, Jack, that that's your channel, because once I come up here, you know, I'll forget all about it. Right, flipping it over. It's looking pretty good here. We're going to stick it on here. So I've got to stick that on there, tuck that around there, and that will slot in that gap by the look of it. The gap that's a little weeny bit tight. Have I got some artistic license on this where I can trim it? I see, but it's nice and snug. Cool. Maybe I just drop a bit of glue in afterwards. Maybe we tuck that in there. So that goes there. And I can put a drop of glue. So that's not going anywhere. So that's sitting in there. Are we in focus still on this kind of stuff? I can't quite see. You have, okay, I'll have to have a look. I don't go on Facebook very much, Benton Road. It's one thing that I try and avoid in life. Did anyone else find the picture of James crashed into tar trucks in the original books scary as a kid? Or just me? It used to terrify me. I'll have to look it up. I see J94. Yeah, I just use music that YouTube lets me use. That's all I ever use. I have a little hunt through. And sometimes you find a couple of good ones during that process. Because there's some good stuff out there. I play the piano. Well, when there's a piano available, and I'm like, oh, I could write a song. You need to get some clothes pegs to hold stuff on, hold stuff while glued. That's very true, actually. This bit would be very handy, Andy. Sorry. I have always thought that Henry being bricked up in a tunnel was particularly cruel. Yes, it was. I love that story. Oh, don't email me your phone number, Jack. It's all right. Emails are fine. I saw your email come through before. Emails are good for me, alright? Otherwise, if I have too many people have my phone number, then, you know, it's trouble. It's other than get the magnetic ones like Tim has. I need to check that out. Right, so we've got that on here. We've got a door to stick in place. Okay, that's a door. We've got another door frame. So let's stick that on. Right, that's stuck on there. These frame ideas with the doors, it just gives it so much depth, doesn't it? Even when I draw bits up on CAD, I never think about this, like accentuating certain bits. But it does look smart. It does. Indeed. Right, I'm just going to stick that, if it lets me, in the gap, but it is tight. I think it goes in here. Yeah, it's tight, but I've got a door in there. Epic. Truly epic. Some rooms, a lot of Thomas books actually are quite dark and not all have a happy ending. I believe Rev was trying to portray life more realistically than at first one would suspect. That's right. Or it might be Cameron J94. You might be in trouble. Right, so that's now all stuck in place. I've got the destructions here. Now, down to the chimney stack. Chimney stack is here. And I've got these spacer pieces, which are going to stack up for the chimney stack. Right. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Says I don't know all my French numbers, but do we just glue them together? Fold the little tab back at the base and glue, making sure it folds up square. Okay, right, so I need to glue that up like that, just like that. Tab diddy tab. Cool. The block is made using 7 chimney pieces that are glued together to form a solid block, right? So let's glue them together. I'm guessing they'll be alright if I don't stick to the order. That's cool. Check out Benton Road, guys. He's been getting into this. He's got a good little channel. I won't say little channel, it's a growing channel. Please leave them comment, likes and stuff like that. Alright, you're doing alright then. They must like your beat, J94. What do you drum to? Is it heavy rock? Bit of indie? Bit of pop music? Classic? Classic drums? Is there such a thing? Pachelbel's cannons going on as you're kind of bashing away. They've all gone deaf. Maybe they've all got headphones, like really good sound headphones. Oh, it's only getting great, Benton. Just keep the videos going, keep putting in whatever you like, and when you're doing your editing, just take care to kind of try and make it how you would want to see it. You know, whatever channels you like watching, you know, find bits from them that you like and just use that inspiration to create your videos. That's what I do anyway. There's certain channels that I really like what they've done, and in stuff that's not even Moderato related, I've kind of looked at them and think, oh, that's a good idea. Right, so that's going to go on here. So we'll just glue that in place now. Going to pop that on here. And just make sure, I always find with videos, just be clear. Like, if you can't afford a nice microphone, try and record in this. If you're doing a vlog style thing, do it in a room that's got, you know, a lot of fabrics around, and it just absorb things, so then you can enjoy, or they can enjoy hearing your voice really well. Yeah, that's it. And make sure you got good light. Good lighting is really good. Don't let the videos be too dark. If any of you like any advice, I always feel that light is a critical part of filming. So I play 60s, 70s, 80s and sometimes 90s and present day. So you're just gonna most things. That's cool. Live gauge. Editing takes me forever. It's become a real drag to get a video out. I think that way quite a lot of the time, live gauge. One thing that I would say with editing, it depends what you want from the video. You've got to make a decision at the beginning of even filming. So keeping it simple in a way that you do good, film what you want to record and edit. Right, that's the good take, that's the good take, that's the good take. Then you can pop it in, bom, 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 and you can have your bits that go in between those videos and your bits that go over the top whilst it's going. Hello, Henry. Trust, do you watch Git Gaming Sing? Yes, Yes, very much. I was watching him today because I like the way that he records things. Critical part. What's this, Fly Me? Right, that's that. So we have done that. Now we're going to stick it on. So fit the chimney stack to the rear wall with the small tab at the base. Okay, so that tucks in there in the recess section. The bottom of the chair, just on the inside, small. Okay, so that should drop on here. Tuck in. Okay, yep. So that does tuck in pretty nicely. Got some fluffy bits here. So we'll stick them on. Get some glue on there. So a bit there, bit here, bit there. And I don't know. Have we done too much? I think that's enough, right? Tuck that in there. See you soon, Henry. You got an Owen here. Ewan, Owen. Growler, howdy. Hi Tris, I hope you're well. My first time on one of your live streams. Cool, Mr. Growler. Great to have you here. Right, so chimney is stuck in place. So it says, glue as close to the edges of the card as you can. Oh, okay. Well, I did it pretty close. That is the whole of that one. Now we're on to book 2. We've got a stick on. What is the outside? So that is on here. How long's this stream been going? It's been going a little while now, isn't it? Started it at 8. Well, I'm glad that some of you have chosen to stay with me. Jeff Knight, hello. What glue are you using in your Metcalfe kit? I'm just using some PVA, sir. By Gorilla Glue. Just some wood glue. Anfield. Hey Lee. Right, so give this a little bend. I'm going to stick this around by the look of it. Fit to the back wall first with the window opening aligned with the window edges, then fold around and fit gable and door side. The tops of the front and the back timber vertical sections are shorter than the walls. This is to accommodate of the overhang of the roof. All gable edges should be flush with the wall tops. Righty ho. Let's stick it on. Might pour myself some more glue out. There we go. Little squeezy squeeze. Right, we don't want to put too much on though, because it will squish out. So I've got the corners, which is good. Then we're going to do little dots. Trying to do little dots. Too much on the glue stick. Keep meaning to get little pipettes to help distribute the love that the glue brings to the model, holding it together forever. Right, so these bits look like, so that needs to be flush, and then this will tuck in there nicely there. Nice, look at that. It's beautiful, like a rainbow. Let's stick that around there, and then that around there. We just hold that there for a moment. Need one of those little clips that Andy was talking about. Right, just give it a moment. Planning out a girder bridge whilst watching. Stick around just for the chat. Cool. So we got Fred Rails. How are you doing? Is your dad on Tris? I don't know. Dad, are you watching? Normally it's a Neal He probably doesn't realise I'm on tonight. I didn't tell him. It's probably a bit late to tell him. Right. It's coming out nicely. Staying stuck on, which is always handy. Right, so that's there. It's all looking pretty good at the moment. I'm happy with that. Okay. The light's not great in this, is it? Is it too much? Are we in focus? I never quite know. How are we doing? There we are. Nice bit of focus there. All good fun. Right, next step. Talks about the roof. The wonderful thing that's a roof. We've got the roof pieces here. I don't really want to glue it on, because I want to maybe put something inside it. Maybe. Who knows? Right, so I've got a tab. Right, start by folding and gluing the back grey tab of the roof porch. So that's our roofy bit. Right. What does it want to do with the tab? I guess it just glues straight onto this piece. Carefully fit the roof around the chimney. Done that. Fixing the rear half first, and make sure the chimney stack is pushed in properly. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Against the 3 sides of the slot. And that it is standing vertically. Make sure that the folded ridge sits exactly on the pointed tip of both gable walls. When the front half of the roof is folded down upon the walls, it should overhang equally, blah blah blah. Try without glue first, you can see how it fits. Alright. Doesn't really talk too much about that, but I'm guessing I glue this bit just there. Yeah, last by all means is the other roof. Okay, so basically I just need to glue that on there. But is that what the tab's for? Or does the tab have to tuck round? Because it talks about start by folding the glue back and gluing back. So I don't know why it wants me to do that. I guess it's something for it to rest up against. So blob of glue, and that goes on there. Got a bit of excess coming out there. Use my beloved piece of tissue. That'll go there. That's cool. We're getting there though, aren't we? Well, I'll let that dry whilst we're chatting. It's looking sharp. I know, right? You think you prefer the brick now? Well, maybe we'll build another one day and we'll do the brick, hey? J94, anyone get a loco that will stop in a certain place, and when you go to move it, the loco starts again without you touching it? That doesn't happen very much in DC. No, I got my engines that have got lots of wheel contacts, but my 060s can be a pain sometimes. But no, if my track's clean and my wheels are clean, it's alright. I do have some interior. I'm just crunching on some ice that can go inside, but I'd have to build that. That's why I don't want to glue this on. So I'm thinking, as that's dry, I'll put this together carefully. I'll glue that other bit of roof in place very carefully. I'll add some to here and across here, and on the very end. So I've put some, so hopefully it doesn't glue this part of it down. Yeah, we'll go with that. I've enjoyed the World of Model Railways channel lately. I'm not trying to promote them, so to speak. I don't have any affiliation with these lovely people, but they've put some really good videos up lately. I really enjoyed them, especially us being stuck at home, and there's not been a lot of kind of in-depth railway videos come up lately in regards to lots of, for example, they've done ones about people's railways, who built them. It might be sometimes someone that's passed away. Really wonderful. I really enjoyed the stuff that's gone up. It was honestly really nice. So yes, I just enjoyed all that. Has anyone tried those York magnetic square clamps? quite dark inside there. I don't know if it'll make a difference if I have some stuff inside, but I can leave that as a flap. But if I then stick that stuff on the side, it's going to be hard to get it all off. Who knows? I might glue it all on. Because you can't really see too much on the inside there. So who knows if it's got levers and whatever inside it. What do you think? It is a nice kit. Right. Anyway, the shortest spacer fits barge boards. 1, 2, 3. I see. They've got these different size ones here. And then there's big ones there. This is where I get a little bit confused. Let's start with the right hand gable. Okay, so that will be this one, which is the bigger one. I'm gluing the roof on, guys. Don't freak out. I'm putting 2 little bits. I can always tear it off if I have to. It's going to stay on. No! I can drill a hole in from underneath, right? Now, I'll leave the LEDs out for now. I can always rip it open later on if I need to. I put 2 tiny bits of glue here and here. And I know where it is, so I can pick them off and put anything inside if I want to later on. But it'd be nice to have something that looks like a complete kit for now. So we're going to do, you've got this short one, and then we've got this long one. So I guess this is the right hand side, this side. So we'll get the bits out, slice them. I really need to send a message. 1 second. It's a message the girlfriend. Keep her happy. She should be. I'm pretty awesome. Most of the time. When I'm listening properly. I'm not thinking about trains. Cut these bits out. Do it on camera. Right, that's all the bits off this lovely brown piece. So that will be for that bit for this bit. We've got this big bit for that side. So what do we do? Do I stick one on top of the other? I don't know. That one goes on with these 2. Then we have these 3. So it goes behind, doesn't it? Got these different sizes. So which way round? So we start with the little one last. Okay, right, let's do this. So I put a little blob here. Got to focus, you see. Chatting to you all. Timber Surf. Today's top tip. Searched eBay for double prong hair curl clips. Okay, about 10p each in bulk. Great for holding parallel without marks. Fantastic. So stick this one on. Right, there's that one. And then another little bit. I guess that goes on here. I hope I'm doing this right. I'm guessing it sticks underneath the roof, so to speak. So I've got these bits. Sorry, I'm not very chatty. Right. There we are. Remind myself when I look at the picture what's prominent and what's tucked in. Yeah, so this tucks in behind or underneath. So if I wedge that in, is that just tucking under the roof? Or does it go up against that bit? I see. Yeah. Alright, I'm going for it. So I'm gonna, if we have this here, this bit is going to go under here, stick on there by the look of it. Oh, it says my camera is getting too hot. It's come up on the screen, which is a pain. Probably because it's filming in 4K or something. Maybe I can change the setting. 1 second. Where's my display button? That hopefully hasn't lost the image for you. Is that still working? I hope. It's not showing me a thing on the screen. Or is it gone now? Ah, I've lost you. No, we're still good, I think. You can see my settings there. Right. Is it still working? It's only because my camera is getting too hot. Oh, what's going on here? We're going to bring in the live stream camera. We're going to change it over. It's being a pain. How is this working for us, guys? We can build like this for the last little bit. Here we are. Right, let's get this done. Maybe we should have just started with it, but hear me with this? Yes, you can hear me now, right? So you lost me for a moment. I'm getting a bit warm now. Should be good. Are we okay? Audio should be back now with you. Don't know how many of you have gone and left me since this, but still quite a few of you in here. So we've done the front here. Now we'll do our beloved back here with the fluffy finish. Maybe I can clean that up a little bit for when I tore it off earlier with my blunt knife. I'm showing it to the camera at the moment, but just to clean up the fluffy bits. Don't stab yourself, kids. Right, I'll stick this bit on. Guess you can see everything now, and you can hear me okay, right? Audio's okay now? It's my highly professional stream, right? Good. You've got me. You've got my little camera, which I'm using for my normal live streaming stuff, so I'm glad I could be with you all again. We're getting to the end of this, so thank you for sticking around for all this time. Clearly I'm more interesting than whatever's on TV. Look at that. Looks so good. So impressed with it all. It's really good. It's really good. I like it a lot. Okay, so that's that. What I do is I'm going to angle the light down a bit more, make it a bit brighter, so we can see all of that a bit nicer as well. Okay, so we've done that, put that all on, flipping it over now, we've got this crazy stairs. It's even got a little jig to help us make it by the look of it, which is really cool. The jig B3. So we get that out. Welcome to the jig. Some say, let's think about the stig. Okay, so that, fold up. Okay, and hey. They're fantastic, these guys, making cool little jigs. Okay, that folds over on itself. I'm going to glue down the small tab. Okay, right, I'm up for it. Let's glue that down. I'm going to fix it with a few spots of glue. Fine. So modelling itself, these cool little jig bits. So this is going to help build the stairs, you see. It's very nice of them to give us such a cool little jig. Look at that. That could go on the railway or something, couldn't it? A little ramp. Fancy lighting. I've got, if you look, we've got this up here. I've got two of these, and then I've got a ring light, and that's basically everything that I use for doing all my my videos. In the loft, I've got loads of LED lights shining down. So yeah, that's that. Just LED lights. But it's like 15 quid for the ones that I have in the loft and strips, and I've got a bunch of them now. The pad lights are quite expensive, arguably, but the ring LED lights are really good as well, and they're like 10-15 quid off eBay. You know, other auction sites are available. Right, so we've got to do the inner stringers. So place face down and fold up the side sections and place the spacer block into the area at the end of the steps here. Alright, let's just start getting it out and figure it out. These bits can be a little bit confusing with the pictures of what they're explaining, but fine. Right, so that's that. So we get this, and that goes like that. Okay, so we've got little leggy bits, and then it talks about spacer blocks that we drop in, which I guess glue 6 small spacers B1 together to form solid block. Where's B1 then? Does it tell me what B1 is? But this looks like 6 spacer blocks that look about that size, so we'll get them out and we'll use them, because I reckon it's these little jabblies. So they're going to go in there. So we've got to glue them together first. Here's a spot here. There's one. And then there's a bit more glue. Neal, what's the name of the phone holder? Like that thing that moves about so you don't get shaky footage when you're walking. It's called a gimbal, so you want to find yourself a gimbal for an iPhone. They're based on how strong it needs to be. So like I've got one for my GoPro, and I've also got one for my big camera, which I've barely used, if I'm honest. But it can take the weight. Still got to balance them though. Yeah, gimbal. G-I-M-B-A-L-B-L-E. B-L-E, I guess. Andy Hudson. Looking really nice, Tris. They have come on a long way since I built Metcalfe Signal Box. It's really, truly excellent what they've got here. It is it is the early making of a snowplow. I agree. It's pretty cool. Like those guys, I guess when they make things that, oh, we could use it for this as well. I need to keep it for something. I have no idea what, but it will be useful for something, I'm sure. Right, so I've stuck that in there. That looks pretty cool, right? You know, it's a fantastic kit. It's quite exciting to build the parts up. So now that's done, I've got the darker pieces here. With double spikiness bits here. What bit's holding it in underneath, right? So it's that one. And I guess that's a left. Okay, and then there's a right, so we're going to stick both sides on. There's the right here. Just slice that out without slicing my fingers off. For anyone watching this back tomorrow, day after, or whenever you decide to watch it, hello, I hope you're alright. Right. Then you need to pop some glue on in the appropriate places. So the right one goes on the right hand side. So we'll stick that on here. Okay. So that'll go there. And we'll flip that over. I feel like we're going to be using the jig in a minute because it's going to get a bit tricky. Right. I've got a question to ask you all, if you're happy to make a comment. What would you like to see from one of my videos in the future? If I was to add something that you'd like to know more about or interested in or like to see me doing. Not necessarily looking for ideas for videos, but I've always got my little ideas of what I want to do. But I always wonder, what would some people like to see? Because I have other people's channels that I watch. There's probably things that I'd like to see them do. So, yeah. Well, sometimes, Jack, some cameras and things have got stability built into them. Like my camera's got something called OSS, which is stability. And so it's stable as you walk around. Same as iPhones can be when you're walking around. And just, you know, with your hips move around. Don't move with your hands, but move with your hips. Text is playing games. Enjoy the end of Triss. Build here. I don't understand what you're saying, Flymo. Obviously, are you trying to type things and it's going wrong? Right, so that's that. Anyway, let's stick some more on. So that's sitting on this fantastic jig at the moment, as you can see. Let's get a bit closer. I think it would be good for you. So that's there. So fitting the steps now. It says with the point of your tweezers. There are 11 tiny step Bs. Fit to the bottom step first. Hold the step with fine pointed tweezers. Apply a tiny spot of glue to the top of each end. Then turn it over and gently sit it on the first step. So I've got to glue all the steps on now. Working my way up. So let's get all these steps out. And we can have the joyous time of sticking the steps on. I'm afraid I'm going to have you not seeing it. I need to have it pointing at me so I can do this. Right. Okay, exciting stuff. This is cool. You get to glue all the steps on. And they look kind of quite elegant still. Right. So we're going to grab a step. Put it with my right hand. And we're going to put a little bit of glue across the end. Okay, and it says start with the first one. Okay. That's cool. So that's one. That's cool. I'll bring the camera around here and you can watch it with me. It's cool, isn't it? You'd like to see more on the 3D printing and other engineering stuff. That's cool. Would you guys like me to explain a bit more about 3D printing, about how it works and how I make things? I like drawing things up in CAD, so I could show a little bit more of that. I just don't want to set you all to sleep. Alright, I'm just going to stick this one on here. Honestly, this is fantastic, guys. Just kind of carefully. That might be a bit too much there. Adding the third step. Right. Just want it to look nice. Alright. So Metcalfe really thought about this, haven't they? I would really like to see you trying to motorise some semaphore signals. I need some signals on my railway first, Naive. I need to sit down with my dad and work out where they're all meant to go. I don't have any idea. Things a daypole do some, don't they? Right. Right, get a bit of glue on that bit. We're doing alright, we're getting halfway now, working our way up. Hello Richard, or Ricardo, sorry. I could see your comments on Tim's. See you soon, Flyme. You take care. So surprised to see that the 79 people still on. I've been on for ages, wittering away. As long as you don't mind listening to me. I see. Yes, you do have a slightly smaller layout with your Engage world. Okay, so we're getting there. Bye, Flymo. Have a good sleep. We're getting there. Almost got to the top step. That's funny. It's good to see you, Tim. This is honestly brilliant, like what they've done here. Have I got a spare step? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they gave me 12, but there are only 11 steps that need to go on. Or maybe the 12 steps for something else. I won't throw it away. I'll just type that on there. That's absolutely excellent. Well done, Metcalfe. That's absolutely brilliant. Look at that, on the little jig. You can enjoy that wonderful world. That's great. Yeah, everyone check out Benton's channel. Alan Barker, what size is the loft layout? Oh, I forget. It's 2 6-foot boards basically. Is it? It's 2 meters, 10 plus 60 plus 70. It's kind of like 3 meters by 2.5 meters or something. Hey, Norman. You've been watching Tim watching me? That's funny. Well, right. Okay, distractions. How are we getting on? So I've stuck them on. Now I need to take it off and put the handrails on. I need to probably let this dry first. I don't know if I should take it apart yet. What if all my steps fall off? Who knows, right? Well, I'll get them out ready. Slice them out. Slice it out. Oh, that one. Still stuck in there. Maybe here. We're getting there, bit by bit. That's alright, Benton. We all start somewhere. I had a few people that were really nice and supported me at the beginning. John Warner from Piccadilly. Check out his channel. He's been absolutely brilliant. You know, been supportive to the channel. Right, stick this in place. Try not to put too much glue on it. Now let's do the other side. The joys of trying to not use too much glue. Right, here we are. Just take out the little bits of extra. The tweezers, kind of knock it off. For that, that's excellent. Really is good. Hey, laser train. Lots of highs. Howdy. Right, now that's on. We've got some of the other gubbins to put on as well. We've got another L-shaped piece to go on the side. It is a very cool jig. Got the War Games models, chip shop in front of me. Just looking at adding counter and extractors for extra detail. Cool. Hey, Neal Railway. Owen, howdy. How are you doing? So 2 long posts fit at the top. There are 2 short posts and 5 longer posts, okay? Fit the 2 short posts against the outer edges of the bottom, okay? So we're going to do that. And then we've got 2 of the longer ones, which I'll get off in a second. Cool. So we'll stick to the right hand one on here. Might use the old tweezers to help me here a little bit anyway. Some of the bits are so small sometimes. So that kind of gives this a larger look. And I've got a bit too much glue on there. You can see it's squirting out the edges, but that's okay. I can take that off in a second. I'm going to run the metal over. Kind of walk it away, put up my finger, and it will dry clear anyway. Let's take that bit off there. Nice. And then we've got the two short ones. Try and use less glue this time. What we got here? Hello, Ivan Stafford. More model building. I've just finished and raised the loft boards. Sorry, raised loft floor and frame for the new layout. Excellent. That's really excellent. I love it when I hear people have like been building up the railway, especially if they haven't done it before. It's really cool. Alright, that's the short one to go on here. Uh-oh. If any of you are interested in what I get up to outside the YouTube channel in regards to the model project progress, check out my Instagram channel. It's got bits and projects on there and stuff like that, fun things that I like doing. Do Metcalfe do O scale? I don't know. If they did, that'd be a mighty model, wouldn't it? Be cool. Talk about O scale, Tim. My little double O gauge project that I was doing, my little engine, I printed out an O gauge size one, which is funny, of the Loco. So that's in my O gauge size, and then that's the double O gauge size, which is funny, at the sub O side. How cool is that? So yeah. Something for a very future video. Oh, that's going to be excellent, Tim, once you get it going. So you got hold of some track, or is it your cool track that you've been making? Right, pop that there. Yeah, I'd like to make a radio controlled O gauge Loco with steam and stuff like that. That's why I was interested in the little Hornby ones. I thought I'll get some for some fun. And then I can have it going around my garden if I want. And it's an 040. I can have some tighter radiuses if I really wanted to. So, yeah, check out my Instagram. You see all the bits and bobs I like tinkering with. I'm more interested in making the models sometimes than doing the layout. The layout's more so I can enjoy the models that I've just got. But there is something nice about a nice looking layout, which I haven't got to yet, but we will get there. It's been a 40-year break, Ivan. That is a long break. Right, so that's that. So I can put that, I'll let it rest on my jig for a moment. You know, it's all good. Yeah, my handmade track, that was cool, but too much work after 5 weeks. Got 3 boxes of track turn up. That's absolutely excellent. Now we've got the walkway. Okay, so that crosses. Okay, right. So what we do is we'll cut out the bits for it. So we've got this bit as part of the walkway. Okay, so that's there. And then we've got the rest of the long posts. I'll just slice them out so I've got them now. They can sit there. What else is needed for it? That's purely it, isn't it? I then have this bit which has got their cool bits here. Ooh, I just need to trim that one, not that one. There we go. The other night I had 3 power cuts. One whilst I was having a shower. One while I was machining something in the garage, so it ruined what I was machining. And one at the end of my live stream, so I didn't get to say goodbye to you, or not live stream, but when I did my premiere. It's not so bad if you're having a shower and it goes dark, because you know where you are. But that was still kind of I used some expletives, so I wasn't kind with my words when it happened. Right, so it's got this bit. Make the block by gluing 6 large spaces in there. So I've got that cool bit, which is looking nice there. That goes in there. What are we saying here? I'll stick this in here quickly, and I'll find out what you're all telling me. Trying to read the comments whilst doing things. Apart from the railgun diorama for WWS, I've done no modelling this year, just 3D printing. Oh, well, 3D printing is still kind of modelling to a certain degree. You're making models, you're just making it with hot, well, either hot extruded plastic or some UV cured resin. Right, stick that on here. This is just the walkway going from the door from the stairs. I see. I think walkway is better. I get the option of having it without, so if I don't want to have it, I don't have to. But I think it will look really smart. Okay. Oh. Almost there. Just want to say thank you for everyone for joining in and chatting tonight. It's been really nice. Especially during the times where life's a little bit more tricky. It's nice to have a bit of company. There's a lot of you that come on here, and it's nice to see the familiar faces. Thanks, Timber. I don't know what he said, but thank you for doing whatever you had to do just then. Right, now I stick on. Okay, there's another bit there. Almost failed. Right, there we go. Let's just stick this bit on the side. Yeah, it's been really good, isn't it? Thanks, Dale. Right, stick this bit on top of that. Where's that on? Then we've got the long ones that go on the outside as well. That goes on here. Right, looks pretty nice. So that's the little walkthrough bit there. It's going to go on. It's nice, really nice. What's that, Jack? What's happened? So now I just stick it on. So I guess that goes under here or on there, not sure. How does it go? Ah, that's what the extra steps were. No. Okay, so I've been thinking that goes there. So walkway and steps fit the building against the lower wall and pushed under the overhanging timber frame of the doorstep. Okay. So does that go under there then? And that sticks on like that? I'm guessing it goes like that. Should we just go for it and stick it on and see what happens? I'm going to stick that on the ball. I can stick that there. What's the worst that can happen, right? So that's on there. Okay. So with that there, that will then go next to it. Oh, that's excellent. Honestly, Metcalfe have done such a good job with this kit. Probably my favourite kit I've built in a long time on bits and bobs that I've been doing. Right, so I'll stick that in place there. Honestly, looks so good. Look at that. That's really good. That's fantastic. What do you guys think? What did you say, Benton? You got 14 subscribers? Excellent. Oh, that's alright. No problem. Thanks, Rachel. I'm chuffed to bits of it. It's gorgeous. Honestly, it's gorgeous. Providing it stays stuck, I should not touch it too much. Just let it dry. Yeah. Much nicer than my other plastic one that I built up, isn't it? I just need to do the chimney top and I'm done, I believe. Yeah. So I cut it out of here really. I'll put some pictures up on Instagram of it on the railway and it will feature on my next video. They give you these little bits to wrap around something. I got a cocktail stick for that, I guess, haven't I? Oh, that's cool timber. I was thinking about doing a competition for if I get to 5,000. That's a big number to get to. Right. I have no idea even how you do those swans. That's right, Paul. Build it. My throat's all like worn out after chatting away. Have a nice drink when I get downstairs. Yeah, Tim's got a lot of buildings to build though. A lot. Did you not follow the instructions very well there, Tim? Right, so that's going to go on there. I feel like I should make some nicer chimneys, but it is what it is. The rest of the build looks amazing. Schmazing. Should I finish out the night by reading you all a story from a Thomas the Tank Engine book? Or would that basically lose all my my viewers? Right, so that now has the chimney on. He wants to hear his story. It's going to be my say goodbye story, because I'm really happy with... I've read the instructions tonight. We've got this wonderful thing together. So it's looking absolutely stunning. I could read you a little story out of here. What's the vote on me reading a story? Yeah? You ready for it? Okay, I'm going to read. This is basically the first book, isn't it? This is book number 1. Should we do it? Bedtime story, everyone? I'll be going to bed after this. What you can do is we can see the pages as I'm flicking through it. I'll bring the camera around here. Oh, I'll put it in the glue. And you can read it with me. You can see the little pictures as we're here. And this one is called Edward's Day Out. Alright. Once upon a time, there was a little engine called Edward. He lived in a shed with 5 other engines. They were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. The driver won't choose you again, they said. He wants big, strong engines like us. Edward had not been out for a long time, and he began to feel sad. Poor Edward. Just then, the driver and fireman came along to start work. The driver looked at Edward. Why are you sad? He asked. Would you like to come out today? Yes, please, said Edward. So the fireman lit the fire and made a lot of steam. Then the driver pulled the lever, and Edward puffed away. Peep, 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 he whistled. Look at me now. And the others were very cross at being left behind. Away went Edward to get some coaches. Be careful, Edward, said the coaches. Don't bump and bang us like the other engines do. So Edward came up to the coaches, very, very gently, and the shunter fastened the coupling. Thank you, Edward, said the coaches. That was kind. We are glad you are taking us today. Then they went to the station where the people were waiting. Peep, peep, whistled Edward. Get in quickly, please. So the people got in quickly, and Edward waited happily for the guard to blow his whistle and wave his green flag. Just read some of your comments. He waited and waited, and there was no whistle, no green flag. Peep, 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 where is the guard? Edward was getting anxious. The driver and fireman asked the station master, have you seen the guard? No, he said. They asked the porter, have you seen the guard? Yes, last night, said the porter. Edward began to get cross. Are we ever going to start? He said. Just then a little boy shouted, here he comes. And there was the guard, or there the guard was, running down the hill and with his flags in one hand and his sandwich in the other. I wonder what sandwich he had. Do you think it was an egg sandwich? He ran onto the platform, blew his whistle and jumped into his van. Edward puffed off. He did have a happy day. All the children ran to wave as he went past, as he met old friends at all the stations. He worked so hard that the driver promised to take him out again the next day. I'm going out again tomorrow, he told the other engines that night in the shed. What do you think of that? But he didn't hear what they thought, for he was so tired and happy that he fell asleep at once. There we go. Right, big thank you everyone. Thanks for coming to join me tonight. It's been brilliant building up this actually quite weighty card kit. Anyway, I'll see you soon on either the next video or if I do a live stream or something. It's been good to see you all here. Story time, 10 PM. It's all been good. It's been fantastic talking to you all. And take care and have a good sleep. Hopefully that story's helped you in some way. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.